Yeah, here are my first little buddies of the morning. There's one there, and there's one walk around the road. Oops. Focus on him. Right. I'm just walking down the road here. I'm on my way to the village of Cold Springs, abandoned village. I'll be down there shortly. I'm not driving down here. Road's a mess. And here's another one. I'll probably find tons of these guys today. Man, I don't know if you're getting tired of seeing these guys enough. They're everywhere out here. I've seen like 20 or 30 of them already. All over this road. I like these little guys though. Alright, that's enough of them. Almost there, to the bottom. Yeah, so I just came down the road there. And there was a sign on the gate that said they're redoing the bridge here, and they are. Well, I should be able to get across that. But over here, I'll go over there in a bit. This is the remnants of a dam that was here. But, let me get over there first, and we'll talk about that in a bit here. Yeah, so there was a dam here, and this would have been what they call it, Lake Dresden, I think, back in here. But it's been destroyed since the 70s. But a lot of maps still have the lake here, even though it doesn't exist. So, right, there's good trout fishing in here too. I might do a little bit of that on my way back. Alright, so let's get across this creek here. Well, they're kind of wiggly here. They're not, I'm gonna turn the camera off. These are like bouncing back and forth. You can't really tell, but anyway, I don't want to drop my camera in the water. Yeah, that's the old bridge they tore out from there. Old wooden bridge. Alright, let's keep walking up here. The town is, what's left of it is just up here a ways. So this is the road that leads into town. Of course, there's not much to see right now. But this was a resort town back in the 1800s. And back up here, there's some foundations already. This was a bowling alley from what I've read. You can see some of the foundations here. Not much here anymore. There's a book by the Lebanon County Historical Society has a booklet on this place. That's how I know. You wouldn't just know this is a bowling alley by coming out here. You have to read about it. So nothing here anymore. There's some more ruins over here. I guess I didn't say, but this place is called Cold Springs. And I'll show you why later. There's a spring down here. Of course, there's some stuff over there too, but this was they called this the Caretaker's house. They still have these cool steps that lead up to it. Walk up the steps. And there's a basement down there. Just ruins. Looks like a window. I think it was like an old farmhouse. And let's go over here. Oops. It's like an old drain pipe down there. This here was the, according to that booklet, this was the post office. Yeah, there's a post office back here. Just an old foundation now. But I tell you what, I'd definitely live back here if I could. There's just nothing back here. peaceful and quiet. Alright, we'll head over there now. So this here is actually a retaining wall, and you can see some of the large trees that were planted here back then, but up behind the wall is where the hotels were. I'll go up there later. First I want to go up here. The railroad station was up here. There's nothing up there now, but I'll walk up there and show the place to you anyway, so I'll get back to you when we're up at the top. Alright, so I just came from up there, and right up here is the old rail bed. This is the Stony Valley Rail Trail right now, but this was the old railroad bed through Stony Valley, and there was a railroad station right there at one time, and people would get dropped off, and a coach or a carriage would take them down this road down to the resort town. Of course, there was a building here until recently. Kind of a sad story to it, but I guess in the 90s it had been vandalized, and the Game Commission just tore it down and threw it in a dump. But some people from the Lebanon County Historical Society found out, and they were able to salvage it, and it's, at least part of the building is now in their building on Cumberland Street, the Lebanon County Historical Society. So, alright, so we're going to head back down. So in, the 1800s is where I think like fancy ladies from Philadelphia would come here to cool off in the summers and stuff. And carriage coach would take them down this road, down to the town. So let's head on down, back down again. Yeah, so I'm back here at the retaining wall, and we'll go up beyond up there and explore a little bit. There's a lot of foundations and some other stuff. From the pictures, there's pictures of this place. Like I said in that booklet from the Historical Society, there's a huge hotel here, but it burned down at one point, and there's really nothing left except a few foundations. But let's walk up in here and check things out. Alright, I'll get back to you when I find something. You have these large trees here, top of the retaining wall. These are some large spruce trees. They're not native to here, and they were planted here back in the 1800s. Top of this retaining wall that's down here, which I'm walking on top of right now. So right in here is where the hotel would have stood. Of course, there's nothing here anymore. Well, I mean, there's a lot here, but not hotel-wise. But let's go up. There's something cool up here. Let's head on up here. This, they believe, was for held a water tank up top here. So there would have been like a metal or a wooden tank top of this platform, and it would have fed water down into the hotel by gravity. That's cool that that's still here. There's still some pipe here. Like right there was the water tank. So it's probably the pipe that fed water into the hotel down there for all those rich ladies from Philadelphia. Alright, so up there was the water tank. Down here is the hotel site, and over here some more foundations which are more visible. And some of these maybe it's been sheds or outbuildings, but I also remember reading about some of these are the oldest foundations back here that, if I remember correctly, dated back even to the late 1700s. I know some Moravian missionaries came back here and settled this place first. So I think that's what this might be. I could be wrong on that. I could be totally wrong, but somewhere around here they did. And there's still some cool foundations here. Some of the best, actually. Just even some old pieces of brickwork laying out here. there's that large retaining wall again, and just even down all along here, just remnants of buildings. That's just kind of cool. Like here's another set of steps just leading up to this little pad of something. Some old blocks there. It's a great place to eat lunch, by the way. And just some other buildings here. There were, of course, up there, there's other foundations I had just showed you, but there's some down below here too. All right. I'm just sitting out here, taking a little break. I'm sitting on those old steps I pointed out. Man, it is just so peaceful out here. Man, if I could, I would come out here and build a little cabin on one of these old foundations and just live out here. If I could. But reality probably says otherwise. Alright, my little break is over. Of course, right up there's that retaining wall, just for a sense of direction. Now we're going to walk down here. This is called the Grand Avenue. This takes you down to where the spring house was and the bathhouse. Well, check it out. Here's one of these guys again. I think I literally have seen 100 of these today. Maybe not quite 100, but they're everywhere. Yeah, down here was this is where the village gets its name from, Cold Springs. So we'll check it out down here. Grand Avenue, this was called. Of course, I'm sure back in the day it looked a little more grand. Not that this doesn't look nice. I found these cool mushrooms. These are dryad saddle. There's all kinds of stuff. Here's a fungus beetle. Some other kind of beetles here. Oh, there's another one. And another one. Can you guess why they're called fungus beetles? Alright, you can eat these mushrooms. I did in an earlier video, but they gotta be the right size. Got some steps to go down. And this was where the spring house was, but as you can see, they got this ugly gate on top of it now. Keep people out. I'm not sure what that is. But here's a little, whatever you want to call it, a little canal that would run down to where the bathhouse was. Just look at some of the pipes that come out. I know at one time they bottled this water too. You know, claiming it had healing benefits and whatnot. So let's walk on down, follow this on down. This is all pretty cool. Then this was the bathhouse. You know, all those rich ladies I keep talking about that came from like Philadelphia. This is where they'd come and cool off. Of course, at the time there was a building on top of this foundation. I guess they would soak their feet in here and whatnot. But nothing left today. Just stones. You can see the water coming in over there. This water is cold. Cold Springs. And you can see the pipe going through there. And of course that channel continues on down. And there used to be a lake down there as well. It's kind of a marsh area too, but I might walk down there. And it just flows on into this marshy area. I suspect there's a beaver dam down here somewhere. I might go look for it later. There were some ducks down here, but I scared them off. Alright, so down there was the bathhouse, and I'm gonna head back up the Grand Avenue here. There's another spring off a ways up here that is not well known. I'm gonna see if I can find that, take you to that one. I think it's called Magnesia Springs. A lot of people don't know about that one, but it's not necessarily as cool as this one, but it's still something neat to see. So we'll head up here a ways yet. Yeah, so down there was the bathhouse, and going up straight would take you back to where we were, but just off to the side here is another trail. It even has these orange blaze marks on it. This takes you to Magnesia Springs. So we'll head on down there. And it's just off this path. If you didn't know it was here, you wouldn't really know where to look for it. This right here is Magnesia Springs. It's got some cool steps. Walk down here. So this is probably just some other spring they thought had healing properties or something, maybe. Magnesia Springs. Just sitting out here in the middle of nowhere now. I just think places like this are cool though. Don't know how deep that is. Alright. Alright, well that's probably enough for this video. Like I said, it's called Cold Springs. Like I said, there's a booklet by the Lebanon County Historical Society. They have all that information and maps and stuff. There's more out here. There's a Boy Scout camp here at one time. There's not much left of that. And during World War II, they used this as a training spot. I have found some remnants of that, I think, in the past, but I'm not gonna. That's in a slightly different area. I'm not gonna bother showing that in this video. Maybe some other day I'll come back here, show some of the other stuff. But you can walk around here all day. There's all kinds of little things to find. Just little remnants of the past, of what used to be here. It's a really nice place. So I'm gonna head back. I got other things I gotta do today as well. So as always, thanks for watching my videos and thanks for supporting me. Till next time.